Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hope everyone is having a spectacular Monday. Monday. What is up? What is happening? Good time to, just sit back, relax, recoup. Dave checking in at 64 in Springfield, Mass. Hi, guys. Hey there, 5-star. How are you?
That's 5-star.
Yeah, hey from Seattle. What's happening up? Hey from
Hawks.
Vegas, Ohio. Checking in from Northern Florida, Mr. Chris. What's going on?
Chris.
Love the contrast of you guys. And EXO. Yeah, definitely two different types of shows. That is for sure. But anyways.
Yeah.
Hold on. Coming at you from work today. There you go.
Very nice. Did you work today?
73 in North Carolina. What's up, Ron? 88 in Sticky. Ooh, baby. Hurricane clearance sale at 5-star. No, not even close, man. It's not going to come anywhere near us. Everything. Or evening. Why did I say everything? Evening, guys. Jesus.
Everything, guys.
Everything, guys. First Friday of the week. I mean, for some people.
That's right.
Hello from Toledo. What's up?
Toledo.
Mahalo from Hawaii.
Ooh,
Steelers fan to boot.
Wow. Sorry.
Yeah, still at work. I know the feeling. So are we. 56 in Vermont.
Yeah.
We're 100-ish degrees up in Vegas.
I can imagine.
South Carolina checking in.
Hurricane.
Hurricane Cat 2, here we come.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Long Island.
Ice-T?
No.
Oh.
Cali.
What's up?
New York. What's up?
New York.
What's up, 5-star? Another New York. Cali checking in some more. More Cali. Cali, dude.
A lot of Cali.
Yeah, they went home. They have a hurricane to get prepared for, Cali. What is the best DSP for 5-channel setup? Ooh.
Best DSP for 5-channel setup.
So you have the Helix Micro or
the 3?
No, the Mini.
The
Helix Mini, which is like 6 channels of fun, so that's a good 5-channel. So you have Helix Mini.
You had a tweak?
Yeah, it's 8 channels though. I think he's trying to get something. I think the Helix Mini is probably like if you're just looking straight 5-channel, other than just going like a D5 1300.
D5 1300.
Yeah.
But what happened if he already has a 5-channel?
No, I'm just saying. Well, then I think what is the best DSP for 5-channel is going to be the Helix DSP Mini. I think is going to win that one. Because, like you said, he's got 5 channels. We're just trying to keep it the best for 5 channels, not 8 channels, 5 channels.
Yeah. So what about DSR1?
I still think he said the best. He said the best. Keyword right there, best. Best. Not adequate, not good, best. Give me the best 5-channel DSP. That's going to be a Helix Mini.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else. I mean, everything you've named is 8 channels or more, and they're not necessarily the best.
What is the Moscone?
It's 8 channels. Oh, that's 6. Yeah, it's still.
They make 4 to 6, I think.
Okay, 4 to 6. The Atamo.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. There's 2. The Atamo. Because I forgot about that one. See, there you go.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm
think harder.
Trying to help.
I'm trying to win you over, man. I'm trying to win you over to my side. So there we go. We got 2. We got the Atamo.
Yeah.
And we got the Helix.
Nah.
So there you go. Texas checking in.
All right. So Ada says no. Hang on.
I don't care.
Says,
nah. Nah. There's no 4 to 6.
Okay.
All right. So now we got to check. Because I'm pretty sure the Atamo Moscone right here that I'm holding in my hand is an Atamo 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
So, yeah. So
Audio Frog doesn't make DSP. No,
they do not make a DSP.
They do not make a DSP.
Now, I will say this.
I'm not gonna say it.
That is the Moscone DSP 4 to 6.
That is cool, dude. Look at that.
And just lost the cable behind the laser, so when we go to look for the cable, it's behind the laser. And this is the Helix Mini. So,
dude,
there you go.
Yeah.
There's your two.
There's your
two to choose from.
options.
Ooh. So take your pick.
Yeah.
This is so small. Okay.
Right. All right.
Hi from Switzerland. What's going on?
What's up?
All right.
Hello from MSC.
I mean, I'm
Jason Digas.
Yeah, Digos is just yelling at the screen going, "Shut up, Fernando! Shut!" He had you at the Helix Mini. What is wrong with you? Come on.
Just hit me in there.
What's the story? I'm 40 on Thursday. There you go. Happy making it to 40, Andrew. You're 40 years in, man. Good job.
Halfway there? Almost?
Halfway. I don't know what you're halfway to. Can I use an Alpine PDX V9 for front stage only and an epicenter? Yeah. Yeah, you mean like channels 1 through 4 for a tweeter and a mid-range? Of course you can. And then subwoofer with an epicenter out to the back or whatever through the 5th channel? Yeah. So the PDX V9 is band passable for channels 3 and 4. What it does is whatever you set channels 1 and 2 to, so it has a 10-time multiplier switch. Let's say you set it to 3200. It will automatically, when you select BP on the PDX V9, it'll automatically set channels 3 and 4 low pass at 32 or 3.2, and then whatever you dial in the high pass, so 80 hertz or something like that. So automatically give you the band pass. X-Force, it'll automatically give you the crossover that way. So yes, you can use it for that. We used to do that a lot towards the end of the life of that bad boy.
All right, so we got this one.
Fellas, how can the industry upscale older music to make it sound crystal clear? By industry, I'm assuming you mean not us, because we're not doing that all that well. If you're talking about like HD Tracks, the website where you can buy upscaled music, then yes. But you know, if you're asked, like if you're playing music through a high res player and you're playing a low res song, it's going to stay low res. It's not upsampling the music, I don't think. I mean, there might be some equipment that says it does, but that's going to be like some quasi like line doubling type nonsense, I would assume. I have no idea how it would do it. I mean, you can't shine a turd that well. But when you look at like HD Tracks and things like the website where you go and buy the more expensive, a lot of the times, you know, they're going out, which was funny because there was a whole show on this recently that I was listening to where a record company that was like supposedly remastering all the records. They didn't.
Really?
It was a lie.
Oh, they lied.
They were lying through their ass because they're like, yeah, we get like we get the original recordings, the original film or tape. I should say it's tape because it's audio. They get the original tape and they'd remaster it through that, you know. And it's like, oh wow, that's cool, but they weren't. It was a big fucking. Oh, sorry, it was a big lie.
Well, it was a big.
Yeah, it was a big lie. It was a big lie. So
all right.
So fellas,
Josh,
be safe this week with that swirly thing headed down. I would be more concerned about where you live. I got to be honest with you, Josh. Oh yeah, because dude, dude, they have a better chance of getting hammered, I think, than we do.
But he has a very fast car. I saw it yesterday.
You mean the kid's car?
Yeah.
The little police car?
It just happened there, bro.
And
it's like
little mullet monster running around going to town.
That was neat. That was neat.
No, not upscale older music tech was not there for initial recording. Oh yeah, and there again, I think what they're looking at is like it was recorded on tape. Some guys are, look, man, you know, hey, there we go. It's this. It's all this.
Yeah.
I will say I've heard some really good recordings of some older stuff.
Okay.
That sounded really nice. Like they went back in and remastered it. I just sounded really good, but I've also heard some really nasty stuff. Like, so my case in point is before all this became a thing, I had bought a remastered Motley Crue album and I was all excited. And it was the worst sounding thing ever. And I listened to it and I was like, dude, this thing sounds like crap. And I just put it on the shelf. I never listened to it again. It was a CD. And it wasn't until I got Apple Music that I was able to go back in because it was their recording now instead of my recording. And their recording was way better than what I had.
You know what I want to do? You have CDs at home?
Of course I have CDs.
Okay, so bring one and we can put it in one of those Kenwood's radio that we install. And then we play.
This thing's not a CD player? Yo, that's
and then we play one from the phone. Same song.
I don't know how
different recorded just to see.
Josh, yeah, we got slammed 4 years ago, hoping it doesn't become round two. I know, right?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I'm in the forecast cone as well. We're all in the cone of seriousness. Hey there, Mr. Bennett. I love his shirt.
I know.
Hope you are good and Ian gets by you with no issues. We hope so too, because we really like to go to Mobile Solutions this weekend. Is that Spirit
Installer?
Yes. Anyways, hold on. Will an F1? All right, you know what? We're gonna stop after this because we need to do the.
We have to do that.
Yeah. Will the F-150 stock 200 alternator and 3 additional standard lead acid batteries be enough for a Sundown Salt 3 at dynos at 4K? Man. So one of the things that you have to keep in mind, no matter how big the electrical system is, no matter how many batteries you add, batteries give you playtime.
Yep.
And that's it. So when you're like, I'm going to play this thing balls to the wall all day long, then the answer to this question is no, because your salt is going to draw way more current than 200 amps. So you're just buying time because you're putting 200 amps in at best case, and that 200 amps, let's say 90% of it is just to power the vehicle. If you're lucky, maybe 60% is to power the vehicle. Like if the air conditioner's not on, you're not doing anything. All right, so 40% of that is just for, doing that. And there again, these are just conservative numbers that probably aren't real. So, if your batteries are topped off at 14.4 and you put that 4,000 watt amp in there, you're not going to get a lot of playtime out of that. You're going to need a second battery to do a lot of serious playtime on it where you're just beating on it. Now, if it's just a daily driver and you're not going to be you're just going to be playing it at normal listening levels most of the time, then you're going to be fine for most of what you're listening to. But when you go, whoa, because, we test 2K amplifiers on the dyno, and that's literally 10 seconds. It'll just destroy the power slides. We have 170 amps of current and 2 big 2150 batteries. It just destroys it. Destroys it. It goes right from 14.4 right down to 13.2 like that. And that's a 2K. So, probably going to want to save up for an alternator if I was guessing. Dude, I literally told you. Take that off. We got to jump to this.
Oh, sorry.
What did I say? Pay attention. Come on,
and
put a star next to it, and put a pin in it. Hey guys, what do we do, Fernando? Where's that place that we go that you scour and find?
Not really, but it's just Facebook. Yeah, we are here. Facebook too. Clean Wire Club.
There you go.
Global Clean Wire Club. Every week we try to get a new cover of the page because everybody deserves that, right?
Yeah.
So I like that one. I picked that one because it's a lot of stuff and it's small.
Very small place.
Very small place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool.
It does look pretty cool.
A lot of people is I would flush the zip ties and everything.
I would flush cut the zip ties only because I got to reach in there to grab something. And I've been cut enough by non-flush cut zip ties. But there again, I'm not losing any sleep over that.
No.
That's something you can always go back and do. But he did a fabulous job of this. It is really cool. Good pick. Good pick.
Somebody asked about that relay. He's like, oh man, that kind of relay bothers. But you probably need it.
The big relay?
I don't know. But anyway,
well,
I like it. Congratulations, buddy. Let me.
I was gonna say, do you know his name?
Yes, of course I know his name. We hang out together.
Oh yeah, on the weekends?
Not on the weekends. Bob.
Bob.
Me and Bob hang out together. He did a wonderful job. So congratulations, Bob.
Congratulations, Bob.
Keep it up.
Hey, if you'd like your photo to be featured, make sure you take a picture of your Ultimate Clean Wire.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, He's still looking for the ultimate under hood shots. So if you've got awesome under hood shots, make sure you post them up.
Yeah.
Because he's dying to see him. What's up, Yak Gil?
What's
How's it
up?
going out there?
Oh, look at this. Like, if you had a chance to put number 8.
Number 8?
Yeah, number 8.
I can put number 8.
Look at that.
What am I looking at?
It's a center channel.
Oh, is that a Bluetooth speaker?
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Right up there. It looks like a
That was this morning.
That was this. Was that on your way to work?
That was on my way here. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
I took a picture and I'm like, oh, wow, look at that.
That is pretty cool.
Right?
Ah, very good. Okay, so also before Fernando inundates me with tons of more questions.
Yep.
Let's bring this one up. Oh, we didn't hit record.
Oh, what the heck,
totally
man.
sucks.
That one over there too.
No, it's not gonna matter. We're already 15
Yeah.
minutes in, so it's too late. Hey guys, coming up next month, we're gonna be talking about the new Focal subwoofers.
Mm-hmm.
They have a brand new shallow mount and a brand new regular depth woofer. If you'd like to preview them to see what they look like, kind of get a little feel for them, you can have it at Focal Dash America, but make sure to tune in next month when we'll be talking more about these power handling box recommendations. The plan is to have built a optimum downfiring enclosure for the pancake woofer, and then an optimum ported enclosure for the regular woofer, so that we can A/B between the two in the same vehicle. We'll be putting them in the Haley lab. We can A/B between the two and let you guys kind of hear the difference, maybe, or whatever the microphones will do for us. Hopefully you'll be able to figure out what the difference is a little, but it'll be fun. We're gonna have some fun with them, so stay tuned.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Hey guys, SQYs, Infinity Reference versus Kappa amplifiers.
I thought the Kappas are the better ones.
Well, the Kappas are the better ones, but
So-
I mean, I think he's probably thinking the reference might be the newer ones, though. Because we don't do a lot with those amplifiers. So, I mean, at this point, we're just looking at, okay, I mean, there's a lot of really nice amplifiers out there. This one, I mean, they're both really nice amplifiers. Like we have installed them, but we've never really sat there and pinkied out, wine and cheese them up. So if somebody else has some thoughts on this, let us know. We'll throw it up there.
All right.
Speaking of shiny turd, can a DSP make a dirty amp sound clean? No, not at all. No. Dirty amp is a dirty amp. I mean, put it this way. If you took your phone, put an aux jack on it, plugged it directly in the amplifier, that's taking the source unit out. That's giving it, technically, let's say, the cleanest available signal possible. If it still sounds like crap pushing that through, what is a DSP going to do? Because a DSP is going to take this same signal, EQ it a little bit, and still not going to sound good. So as someone said the other day, garbage in, garbage out. In this case, great stuff in, garbage out, because, but it depends on the cheap amplifier that you're talking about. But I can tell you right now, if it sounds like crap before you put a DSP in there, chances are good it's going to sound like crap after you put a DSP in there. How does the Z speaker compare to the X speaker? I'm upgrading from existing previous gen type R's. The X speaker is way better sounding in all categories. The Z is okay. It's not a bad speaker by any stretch of the imagination, but the X is not. They're not in the same. They don't play in the same field for sure.
Yep.
Hold on. I want to go to this one real quick. Slow it down. Hey, how are you liking the Moscone Pro 430, Fernando?
That's a badass amplifier, man. Like, it's insane. I like it.
Let's just say he's not complaining about it at all.
Why would I complain?
No, he's
I
hoping
never
I
complain.
he's hoping that I forget about it altogether. All right, so here we go. Dan says, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Dan. D, my bad. D says Kappa by far better. Well, there you go.
That's Mary Lou. Mary Lou is watching.
Is that it? Is that
Yeah.
Mary Lou?
That was
Oh, she signed in under
business account.
Yeah, business account. Very good. Way to sneak in, Mary Lou. You kind of foiled my plans. It's gonna be like, oh, it sucks that Mary Lou couldn't make it today. Oh well, let's talk about her since she's not here. Taylor, It is what? Okay, you can replace alternator power, buddy. Go for a more efficient setup and make the most with lower power and be happy. Those are words to live by, Chris, but I guarantee you no one's going to do it.
All right. So, interesting question right here, Christian. How many emails did you receive after the Instagram promo today?
Oh.
And what kind of promo we're talking about?
Oh, okay. Good call. Oh, wait,
so I have right here.
Don't forget big zip ties. Okay, got that.
Big zip ties, huh?
Yeah, I got to bring home big zip ties. I think I put some in my bag. Because I got to zip tie the pool poles to the fence. Because I have a rack that holds all the pool bars, for cleaning the pool.
Yep.
I'm just going to zip tie them to the fence and hope that they don't get ripped off.
Sounds good. All right.
About 50.
50 right now?
Yeah, about 50 today.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's Instagram. Yeah, so about 50.
All right, so what are we talking about?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
So we talk about this today.
Hold on. Let me do that.
Yeah.
There you go.
So our friends of MTI Acoustics, they have a little bit of problem over there, and they reach out to us.
Somebody hacked their account.
Yes.
I was going to say, it's not a problem. Don't make it sound like it's a problem.
What happened? You just changed it.
No. That's you, man. That's
wow.
You switched it to 8.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, your phone went to sleep. I have a better idea. Hold on.
You got it?
Slow it down, killer.
Anyway,
let me go over here. Let me do this. All right, so let's start. Can we start from the beginning? All right. So let's go here.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Not that far back.
Never mind.
MTI Acoustics.
Yeah.
Had their account hacked. They lost all of their followers. It's a huge, fun and exciting thing that they do. They run promos. They build amazing boxes. They've been a sponsor of the show before. They're friends of ours, run by Chris Pate. They contacted us today and said, hey, listen, guys, this is what happened. We would love for you guys to talk to your audience and ask them to go follow our page.
Mm-hmm.
In doing so, we're going to do a giveaway. All right? So they're going to give away a stage 1 enclosure. So whether it be a truck box, a 212 sealed, a 212 port, a stage 1. So if you're unfamiliar with what that means, you can head over to mtiacoustics.com .net and check that out. Basically, it's a carpeted box built custom for the vehicle that it's going in. So you guys get the idea of what you're going to be getting. We're going to draw a winner on October 10th. How you enter is you go to Instagram, you go to MTI Acoustics, this page right here. You follow them, you take a screenshot. You can only enter once per Instagram account, okay? So, like if you have 10, like a lot of the others, the guys with 10 emails always enter like 10 times, fine. You can't do that with this. 1 per Instagram account. So if you have 5 Instagrams accounts, cool, that's great. But don't do that. So 1 per entry, that's it on this one. It is for the US only. But that's the deal. On the 10th, we're going to draw a winner from how many emails we got, and you're going to get a box from them for a simple thing of going to the website, which I know is the next thing you want, or where do you email it to? And that is right here, dnfchristmas@yahoo.com. So take a picture of your following it. One entry, 1 email, dnfchristmas@yahoo.com. That's it. And on the 10th of October, you will be put in the drawing. We'll contact them, whoever the winner is. We're going to do it here on the Monday show on the 10th. We're going to announce the winner. We'll reach out to them. They'll reach out to you. And you get a box. It's that simple.
You get a box.
I mean, we try to do the easiest contest ever for you guys because, we know nobody likes to do anything hard.
And tag some people, share that thing.
Yes, that was the other thing Fernando wanted to do is tag 3 people, go to one of their pictures and tag 3 people in their post.
We can get them back in business.
What should we put in the subject line? Just put MTI.
MTI.
MTI is fine. MTI. So go ahead and throw that in the subject line and you guys will be all set.
All right.
All right, Chris. Listen. This is not a true statement. Okay, in all seriousness, this is not a true statement anymore. Gain actually can be a volume knob. I know what you're saying. What? What are you talking? On some amplifiers, the gain is actually a volume knob. I know. Came as a shocker to me too. Either way, make sure you turn them all the way up. All the way up. Always run your gains all the way up. Don't do that. God forbid. That is the worst thing. I can't believe you said that, Fernando. Never run your gains all the way up. If anything, you run them all the way down. D, thoughts on tube amps? Oh, dude, let me tell you what. I really like a bitchin' tube amp. It's like one of the things that I've always wanted, but I will never do, only because I don't have the patience or the time to enjoy it, is to get one of those like nice home tube amplifiers and like a cool set of monitors, and just like sit back, relax, in the comfy chair, and just listen to music for like hours on end, and just like take in the warmth. I'd want to do it during the winter because those things put off a lot of heat. I've also thought about getting like there's a couple tube headphone amplifiers. I think one's called like Dark Voice or Dark Matter or something like that.
Okay.
I thought about getting one of those because they're a lot more reasonable, and I could just put it next to the couch and put some headphones on, and I could be listening, jamming out while the girls are watching TV. So yeah, big fan. I do have a little tiny portable headphone tube amplifier though. It's called a Little Bear. That's pretty cool. It's got a cool little glass window, and it's got two little tubes in it. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Okay,
you've seen that, I think. Yeah. What do you guys think? Bluetooth?
Do you think?
Okay,
the Bluetooth bass knob will be the next thing?
No, I don't. What's up, Lance? No, I don't. So Kicker had it for years in the KX amplifiers, and no one took advantage of it. So the KX amplifier had the coolest Bluetooth bass knob, had aftershock in it, did all kinds of fun stuff. No one did anything with it. No one even realized it had it. Most people,
they didn't know how to market
it. They hate. Well, it could be true too, but I don't think so, man. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a great idea because I don't have to run a wire.
I think it's great. Battery. I think that would be yes.
Battery in it was like $8, so that drove people crazy. Especially when the amplifier sat on the shelf for a long period of time and the battery was almost dead. What's sarcasm? I don't know. What is this sarcasm you talk of? But yeah, no, I'm a big fan.
All right.
Hello guys. This may be the most silly question ever asked. Doubt it, but here goes. Kicker 800.1 with a Comp R 12-inch preloaded box. Problem is smoke from the port. Speaker not playing. What happened? Way too much power. 800.1 is going to destroy that woofer every time. And 800.1, if you had like an L7X, or not even the L7, the regular, not the L7R, but the regular the L7Q.
Okay.
The big one.
Yeah.
800 watts. The Q class L7 could possibly take the 800.1. If you're going to be running an R, you need to change the ohm load and get the ohm load up to where that amplifier is only putting out about 400 watts, and then you'll be in business. Don't look at peak power. Peak power is BS, man. It is not how you're going to be running it. That amplifier puts out like 950 watts, all right, all day long. So, if you're cranking that thing up at 1 ohm or whatever it does, I can't remember, that's a 1 ohm amp. So, yeah, you really need to get down. So go back, figure out what the 4 ohm, how to get it. I think it's the 4 ohm rating gets down to 400 watts.
Yep.
And then use it. But if that's way too much power for, now if it's a 212 box, which this doesn't say, it just says R12. So I'm assuming it's a 1 sub. If it's a 212 box, that is enough power. At that case, you're going to want to look at your settings. Because as Chris was saying, turn the gains down. You might need to. That does not have a distortion detector built into it. So you have no idea of knowing if the amplifier is clipping or what is going on. But yeah, if you're letting the smoke out of the woofers, you are sending too much to them and you are burning up. So yeah, they can't handle what you got, what you're cooking. Gain settings on a DM.
Setting the gains on the DM810 with the Pioneer.
As soon as I saw setting the gains, my
WT8600 input light never comes on. I'm doing something wrong?
Why do you need the input light to come on? That's all I'm curious about. No, you're doing nothing wrong. So a lot of people get really excited about setting gains on DSPs. I can tell you right now, don't worry about it. Turn them down. Turn all the gains down. Turn your amp gain down. Turn the DSP down. we always start at -3. We always start with the gains and the amps down. Believe it or not, the last thing we do is worry about those. That gets done in the end. It's just there'll be plenty of power there to be had, unless you just have really small, crappy amplifiers. But just don't worry about it. I mean, if you're getting no signal, there's probably something else wrong. But that has a 4-volt output. You should be good. What's up?
What's up?
Tube amps have the warmth just like AB. Well, it's because they are. I don't know what it is. Well, they have the warmth because they're tubes and they get warm and hot. You touch them. Ow, it's a light bulb.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. Is Nando going to a 3-way component build in the Sound Lab? Would like to see you guys process and designing and building it. We bought the pieces to do it. God only knows if we'll ever get around to it. Actually, no, we bought the pieces to put in a bigger tweeter.
To put a bigger tweeter. Nah.
Probably never go to a 3-way in that particular car.
No.
We just, hang on. I gotta take it.
What happened?
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. And Josh wanted to let me know that we were live throughout that whole thing.
All right.
So,
50 watts
dude,
to the
was
Audio Frog
thing.
GB15s and 200 GB15s and 200 to the GB60s. Okay. I mean, yes, plenty power. It's 50 watts to the GB15s.
Yeah, that's the tweeter, right?
Yeah, it's the 200 watts for the GB60. I'm gonna say yes. You know, there's plenty power.
Hey, listen, sorry, I had to take that call.
Oh, you're like,
well, no, dude, this crashed as soon as the phone came on. So what happened is we see ourselves here, which is the same feed that you guys have, and for some reason, right when that called, this went to a standard wallpaper and we couldn't see anything, and it was like, what the heck? And then I had Alex on the phone, who I had to answer, and it was like, oh crap. So, Pat, sorry, guys. Sorry so much. That was funny.
All right. So, what is the external DSP on-off function in the Alpine Halo 9?
Oh,
you see?
It's if you're connecting it to the Alpine, the higher end DSP, not the 850, the other DSP that they make. If you're pairing it with that, you turn on the DSP function, and then it sets the radio to, it shuts off all of the EQ and whatnot, and tells it, and that also tells it to look for that. So it's just it's an easy way, so you don't have to go through and turn off everything. It's just like a quick off button. I don't know if that works with anybody else's DSP. I don't know if like you can just hit that and it'll turn off all of the functions in that and just set it to like a preamp output. Only with no colorization. You could try it though. You could try it.
All right. Does anyone install car alarms still?
Yes.
Just curious. I have a vintage Clifford.
Okay, no one is going to install that.
800. I mean, they have no.
Nobody is going to install that. I can tell you right now, nobody will install that because right now the guys do T harnesses, plug and play, flash modules, stuff like that.
I know who can install that.
Oh, I know who can install it too, but he's not going to do it. I can tell you that right now. I'll put in a ton of those. But no, finding someone to do that is going to be tough, man, because these new guys have no idea. Like,
that would be cool, buddy.
50-year-olds like me know how to do that. The newer guys don't.
Yeah. All right. So 3 R-types, 10s, best amplifier. I see. It's like the only. It's always 10s? Like 3.
3 sucks. 3 sucks. So
why not go for 2 12s?
Because they might not have the room. Let's see. All right. So here's the problem. You're under the really weird ohm load. Okay. So as far as the best amp goes, what you need to do is figure out what your really weird ohm load is, how much power you're going to need for those woofers, and then buy an amplifier that can get you as close to the power you need at that ohm load. So, for example, if you're at like 1.5 ohm, what does the amplifier do at 1? What does the amplifier do at 2? So you know it's going to be a little bit less than 1 and a little bit more than 2. If that's good, then you're golden. But that's why that is just so weird.
I don't know if jail is still doing the half ohm amplifier.
Get 2 amps. No, get 3 amps, bro.
So.
Well, no, but this still doesn't matter whether it's a half ohm amplifier. Why would that matter? You know, they used to do the W3s, which were the 3-ohm woofers, so you could run 3.
Go. See,
it wasn't that? It was so that you could do. I would say 3 amplifiers. Nowadays, amplifiers are reasonable enough. Get 3 500-watt amplifiers.
I don't have space for 3.
No,
I only want 1.
Dude, like 3 of those little blam 500-watt amplifiers.
Yeah.
3 key 501s. Like 3 key 501s would literally take up.
That's 3 power.
That's 1,500 watt. No, it takes an 8 gauge. You run one 4 gauge to it, you're golden.
Yeah. It's 3 power wires. 3
All right,
set
so
of
just
RCAs.
just get the J. Just get the J on that.
Yeah,
1.
I remember that.
5.
Still JL makes it.
Yeah, I mean most amplifiers will do it, but
Pimp that style.
Yeah, you gotta click it, Pimp Daddy style, baby. How much is a fair price for the audio control DSP tune?
What would you
charge to? I think he charges like 2 hours, which is somewhere between $250 and $300.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you can call both 727.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is most people are going to want at least 2 hours with it. Some of them could get it done in an hour. But keep in mind when you go to tune a system like that, there's a lot of like validation that has to happen before the DSP gets tuned. So like, because I can't start. When I say I mean most people aren't going to start tuning the car until they check all the polarity on the speakers, make sure the balance of fader is doing all that they're supposed to do. I mean, they may ask you to check that before you get to that point. And if you've done it, great. But if you've done it, you got it wrong, they're just going to hop in and tune the car anyways. And then if it doesn't work, they're going to have to go back. And so like because I've had, oh no, it's all set, ready to go. And cool. And first thing we do is get in there and fader is doing this and speakers are and it's like, whoa, timeout. You know, we can't do anything. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
I was overcharged. Not necessarily. There again, it depends. We're here in Florida. Okay. Wherever you live might be more. I know guys that charge $450 to tune a car. Straight up. $450 flat. Like it's 2 to 3 hours, $450. So, okay. You say you're overcharged. Does it sound good or bad? If you got in the car and you're like, oh my God, this sounds amazing. And that's for 1 tune. So if you want 2 tunes, that's a whole nother thing.
It sounds worse than my friend's tune. So.
Ooh, well in that case.
Yeah, like you might
take it back.
Yes,
keep in mind a tune. The joy of the tune is that it just depends on the guy that's tuning the car. And when you say like saying it sounds bad doesn't really work. Like if you came back to me and say my tune sounds bad, I'm like, okay, that's cool, no problem. Let's figure out what sounds bad about it to you, because he might have sat in the car for 3 hours and said, dude, this thing sounds great. You sat in the car and you're like, bro, this is an island sound, man. This is not island sound. This sounds terrible. It might sound good for him, but this doesn't sound good for us. It's happened. I've had to sit in the back of the car with the owners in the car, retuning the car for island sound, man. So that, you know, it $1,000 to look at anything. Yeah. So
this depends where you are.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, go back, basic tune, $450. Yep. See?
Yeah.
So go back to the place to tune the car and say, hey, listen, I've listened to it, amp tune. Yeah. Well, that's an amp tune. So that's just setting gains. Go back to the place to tune it and say, hey, listen, I've had it for a week or 2. This is what I don't like about it. Is there any way we can go back and address that? Sometimes people will tune the car for flat, like straight flat, which is not fun at all.
Oh,
so,
God.
okay.
You guys are.
What? You can tune a system, but you can't tune a fish. Oh, Jesus. But anyways, yes. So it's not the end of the world. Remember the guy that came up from Miami? We set up his car, we tuned it.
Yeah.
Came back like a month later, and he's like, "All right, here are the things that I can we do anything about these 3 things?" And I was like, "No problem." You two sat in the car.
That's what I was telling the guy. You know, they came from, I don't remember, North Carolina, South Carolina, and we set it up. We set up the gains and everything, and tune it, and done. So,
right. Well, he was happy. But you sat in the car and I A/B'd between it, just like I like to do the eye doctor's approach, where it's like, preset 1, preset 2, preset 1, preset 2. And then you tell me which,
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't happen all that often, but every now and does.
Would you guys do any installations you haven't installed?
The answer to the question is technically yes. However, there again, it depends on the time. So, like I said, if we can get it done in 2 hours, he's usually somewhere between whatever that.
Yeah.
But sometimes these things automatically turn into 4 hours. Okay, because it's like we get in the car and it's like the polarity's wrong, and then we got to start looking at what's happening, and it's like, oh man.
Well, somebody put a good. I'm trying to find the comment, but it's like, to understand the system first, and this is what we do. We have to understand your system that you install. We have to ask you a lot of questions. Then we start going through every single speaker just to see everything is in phase or everything is in polarity. I'm sorry, and yeah, so it takes time for sure.
No.
Yes.
No. Well, it says, do you suggest a retune after speakers are broken in? Usually, no. I mean, very rarely does that ever happen, because most of the time the speakers are breaking in and it just sounds better. I know some
people they
some
say
guys
yes,
do that. That's entirely up to the whatever. But no, very rarely does that ever happen.
Yes.
All right. So here she goes again. Audio input has a lot to do with it as well. Okay. Still happy.
I'm still happy. There you go.
That's all that matters.
Because I'm happy.
What is Christian all excited about?
Oh. Houses in Florida are 2 to 3K in DC area.
Where's he finding a house for 2 to 3K in Florida?
Let me know, because I want to buy one.
Where are you? I mean, maybe in Orlando, bro, but Jesus Christ, the house on my street just sold for $500,000.
Yeah,
I'm like,
over here,
bro,
like
what?
400.
I don't live in a neighborhood that costs that much money. I mean,
500.
Jesus, I was like, there's totally something wrong with this picture.
It's crazy.
All right, so I was stuck between the JL RD1500 and the audio control. Ended up with the audio control just because it was smaller, and that the other 3 amps, the DSPs and the epicenter, are audio control. All right, well, we hope you enjoy that amplifier. Which brings me to the next thing. It's funny that Alex came in and kind of screwed that whole thing up. All right, let me do this since we've already lost the show, as it were. Hey guys, remember this brand, audio control?
That was his fault.
That's who called. Hey man, when the owner of the company, when the former owner of the company calls, you got to answer the phone.
I would say just call you back.
No.
Why not?
Because I'm too nice of a guy.
I know.
And besides, it made for more entertaining things. So audiocontrol.com is a great place to go find awesome audio. We had a question Saturday that was really unique. And someone said, hey, I have this Pioneer. It doesn't have a lot of output. I just can't get, the volume that I want. And was like, what do I do? And we're like, he asked, does anybody make a piece to fix this? The Matrix from Audio Control came to the rescue. If you're unfamiliar with the Matrix, make sure you head over to audiocontrol.com and check it out. If you're one of those people that are like, man, I just, it's not doing it for me. Matrix might be something that can make your life a whole lot better. So check them out at audiocontrol.com.
Yeah. Hang on, somebody say something right here. The hardest part about tuning someone else's work, it's making sure the door speakers are mounted correctly here in Texas.
I think that's pretty much everywhere. I mean, yes.
So, and this is what we do,
like if you get in a car and you start hearing buzzing and like, you're like, then you pull the door off, you find out there's like no sound treatment. They use the plastic baffle with one screw.
How do you have a Monday day off, man? You suck.
Why does he suck?
Because he has a day off.
What's wrong with that? Everyone deserves a day off.
Yeah.
Should I leave loudness and sound enhancer on my Pioneer when tuning the DM810? No. Sound enhancer, I usually shut it off. That's up to you. Here's the reason why you want to turn it off. And honestly, loudness probably really doesn't matter because it depends on the volume you're listening to. But why I would turn it off, or why I turn it off, is because I want to tune the system, get it the way I want it to sound. And I'm usually tuning the system at the upper end of the volume. I'm not tuning it really low. I'm not tuning it all the way up. I'm tuning it up in the higher range. I get it to sound exactly the way I want. Now, loudness, on the other hand, is for low-level listening. We've said it a bunch of times. So now that I've tuned the system, if Fernando's in the car or my wife or somebody and we're talking, or we're just, we want music, but we don't want that. Well, you can turn loudness back on and it'll add impact and depth to the music, which is really awesome. You can also go back in, and if you tune it for flat, you can use the Pioneer EQ to make a couple presets to where you can accentuate the sound, so to speak, and, just a little tweaks here and there that you might normally do in the regular. I'm a bigger fan of just doing it in the DSP and get it over with. However, I'm also a big fan of using loudness when I'm done, because I don't often listen to the radio at volume. So I explain to people how they can use it, and I'll demo it, turn it on, off. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Because a lot of people don't listen extremely loud, and loudness can really help bring life back into the stereo.
All right, so hang on. I got this one.
Oh, my gosh. You got this one?
I got this one, but
I
lost it.
I'm going to wait over here.
I lost it.
Did you put a star next to it? If you put a star next to it, you just go like this and go, is this it right here? Hi there, any solutions for a 2021 Suburban Bose system, ANC noise canceling bypass or disabled trick? I don't think the 2021s have noise canceling anymore, but I believe it's the same as the previous, where there is a purple-blue or blue-purple wire that gets snipped if it has it, or you could unplug the mics.
All right, here we go.
But either way, no one has a bypass for it yet, because it's an AVB system. Do you trust setting the gains on the audio control amps using the optimized LED? Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. The LC?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Why not? Play it, turn it up, light comes on, turn down, light goes off.
Life is good.
So the real catch to any one of those is you have to read the owner's manual to find out if the light should be on or the light should be off, because different manufacturers have you do different things. So like Rockford, for example, it goes blue, blue, red, or blue, purple, red, and you're good in any run of the blue. Purple's like, and then red's like, turn it back down to blue or purple. So you want to make sure you read the amplifier as to when to, is the light on, is the light off, does it do colors? So read that part of it so you get that right. Having 901.5 on a two-way Maximo component, better to bridge and stay passive or go full active using the 4-channel of the amp, using a DSR1 for a DSP? Oh, go full active.
Yeah.
Totally go full active.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, go full active.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I mean, if volume is the key, like if you're like, no, I just want straight volume, bridge it. It's fine. You'll get more power. If sound quality is the issue, go active. Those are your two options. Reality.
Active, that would be more beneficial.
I don't know, man. Like last week, we did the 901.5 bridge to the 3-way set of Maximos because we wanted the power. That sounded great. But then again, we also did a 2-way set and the 901.5, and it sounded great too. It just wasn't as loud. When tuning, how do you solve a null at certain frequencies like 170 hertz? First off, you have to find out what's causing the null. Is there an all-pass filter there? Is it a time-aligned thing? So you got to figure out what's causing the null before you can figure out how to resolve the issue. That's how you resolve the issues, find out what is actually causing it. So there again, if it's you have to figure out what's causing it. And the other thing too is like if you apply energy to it and it doesn't change, then sometimes you just got to leave it alone. Like it's just what it is. Hang on a second.
You're still live. Oh, I just got that one. Thank you, buddy. For some reason, we have more pressure.
Yeah.
In the bathroom right now.
Yeah.
And,
so it starts to make a high frequency noise. It's awesome. Yay.
Those tutors are so loud.
Yeah. The other, so troubleshooting to figure out what caused that, and then you're golden.
Sorry. All right, right there.
No. Can I use the Amp Pro AP4 CH41 on a 2022 Ram Longhorn with the Alpine system. Yes, they make a new harness though that you need for the Amp Pro CH41. So they make a new. So you got to get the 41 and you got to get the new harness, and then you're golden. So that's what you need. So they just came out with a new replacement harness because even though it uses the same data system, they've come out with a new harness. I believe it's a 51. I think it's like a APCH 51 or something. LPH. Like LPH?
It's LPH and then LPH.
What is, no, that's a T harness. That's not it. It's not an LPH. No. It's not an LPH. Just move it on. When you go to pack-audio.com and look at the CH41, it'll be right below it.
Yeah.
So it's all good, man. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. Let's take this tough one. I need a center channel using a VXI amplifier. VXI doesn't have up mixer, although I can sum channels to create a mono center. How would you tune since center will now have stereo info and not real center info? Really? Oh, I saw him ask this the other day. So if you're, again, you don't have an up mixer, so you're just basically powering a speaker in the center of the dash. Are you trying to do a 2-seat tune or a 1-seat tune is really what you have to think about here. If you're just trying to do a 1-seat tune and you're trying to replace the speaker in the dash, that speaker is going to be the last speaker in which you incorporate into the system, meaning you're still going to time align everything the way you're supposed to so that it sounds like there's a center channel in the center of the dash. Then you're going to add in the center channel to help reinforce the sound that is there. Okay, so it is just going to be there to help the existing soundstage. It's not going to be there, now if you're trying to do a 2-seat tune, you're out of luck. I got nothing for you. But the center channel is just going to be there to help solidify that tune that you're doing. So you might not even like it's kind of like adding rear speakers. It's just like, oh, yeah, they're there. You're just going to add a little bit. It's just going to help center that sound, and when someone goes, oh, I hear it, it's also going to help when you're doing this and when they're moving around because you have that speaker there. But that's really what you're going for. So tune it the same way you do, but once you're playing the system in the end, then start bringing the volume for it back up into where it's just doing enough to help help that sound more focused in the center. But other than that would be how we've done it in the past.
CH harness with the Amp Pro CH21. Yes. That is right.
There you go. Look, typing them in. Thank you so much.
So,
anchor the phantom image. Yes, exactly, Josh. There you go. Yep, same. Yep, that would have been a lot easier to say, but I like to expand upon it and use as much confusing talk as I can. Can I calculate dampening factor of an amp if not listed? Probably not. That would be a question for Joe, the engineer. Most people don't list it anymore because most people, honestly, I think feel like the dampening factor is how much water the amplifier can hold before it blows up. I know it's not. I'm just saying that's some of the dumb stuff we've heard. No, I don't think that's something you can just calculate with, because my guess is whatever you'd need to calculate it, those numbers aren't going to be there either. But there again, just a guess. Don't know for sure. But I'll ask him next time I talk to him. I have a 2017 with a 12-inch kicker, LS7. Right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And a factory box with the 1800.1 connected to an LC2i Pro. It's just not doing it for me. Was told not to replace the head unit. What is my best option? So I have a 2017. It should have read car that I have, not necessarily the year. That's what's missing from this. That's kind of the most important part because we need to know what car it's going into in order to make the accurate like you should do this. Depending on the car that it went into, it may need some de-equalization. May need a fix, something to actually, like there could be some high pass filtering going on there to where the signal isn't good enough, even though you have 1800 watts. It's just like you're not getting 1800 watts out of it because there's a steep roll off in the mid-range or in the low frequency on the mid-range. And so you're just not getting all the sound to it. LC2i Pro is a great option. However, you may want to look at something like a kicker key, because a key has the de-equalization circuit built into it. So if you like have a Honda, some of the Toyotas, some of the Nissans, it can go in there and fix a lot of the nonsense that those factory radios are doing and make it sound 100% better. Like, oh my God. Because, you know, if there's no sound in that, you know, and that brings us to like the cool thing that we have called DNF Tool Drawer, where DNF Tool Drawer, we have this cool tool called a DMRTA. That's what audio control is.
IRTA.
Well, I mean, you can use the two. We have this cool tool called an IRTA, and what the IRTA2 is designed to do is connect to the speaker level outputs or the RC outputs, and you can see from that picture here, it might look something like that or something like that. These are really common things that a car looks like, and if it looks like that and you're trying to apply an amplifier to that, we have no bass there. So you need to kind of know these things going into it. Now, with the key lock, it does have 3 LEDs on the top of it to show you, does it have bass, does it have mid, and does it have treble? If it has all those things, and their intensity will change depending on how much it has. Obviously, the IRTA2 is a better tool to use, which you can get on DNF Tool Drawer, but that's kind of what you need to figure out when you're doing this kind of thing. So that brings us to the end of the show, guys.
That's it.
Thank you guys so much for riding with us on this crazy adventure that we've had. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yours will be shipped out tomorrow. I mean, it might not get there on time just because, like, you know, the whole hurricane thing that's coming, but yours is on the way, man.
It's coming in a boat.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it might be coming in a boat. Hey, if you'd like to find the DM, jeez, why did I?
Yeah, all right.
If you'd like to find the IRTA2 or any of the other cool tools that we use in our installs, you can head over to DNF Tool Drawer. DNF Tool Drawer is a place where we keep all that stuff listed, so you guys can go find the cool stuff that we use. If you're interested in picking up a shirt, you can head over to dnfswag.com. dnfswag.com has hoodies, they have t-shirts, they have long sleeve shirts, so you can get all set and ready. There's a bunch of them to choose from. You get ready for winter that is coming.
Winter is coming. Oh my God, stop it.
Winter is coming. It is. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you guys. If you guys like to stay informed of what's going on with us this week, make sure to follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
Because we'll be keeping you guys posted. Make sure to head over while you're on Instagram. Go to MTI Acoustics.
Follow them.
Follow them. Take a screenshot. Send us a picture of the screenshot to dnfchristmas@yahoo.com. That will register you to win a Stage 1 enclosure from them that we will be drawing on October 10th. One entry per
Instagram account. Yeah.
That's it.
Share it, guys. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Do your thing. Do your part. Could win a free box. We'll be drawing that October 10th. Like I said, follow us on Instagram. If we do manage to get the heck out of here on Friday, like we're so desperately hoping, we got a ton of stuff planned for you guys this weekend over on
you guys
YouTube.
can see it. Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. And if we get stuck here, damn it,
we're going to show you the install bay again.
You'll be watching. You'll be seeing pictures of the water coming into my swimming pool. And me going, well, you know. Another hole in the backyard. All right, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later next time.
Bye.